Today we'll be walking through the global merchandising campaign on the Try.Searchspring account. You'll notice that within merchandising, there's two different sections. One is the global merchandising campaign, and the second one is going to be the all campaigns section. This global merchandising campaign will control any Searchspring powered page through a list of rules or business logic that we'll walk through the customer to set up. In this case, it's really good to not get too specific with any of those rules, as you can always apply a standalone set of rules to a particular search or category or collection page where you need to be a bit more specific and drill down a bit further. Within the global merchandising campaign, there's already a subset of rules that have been applied here, but we'll talk about them and how you can rearrange them to determine priority and ultimately change any thresholds to give you the mix of products that you're looking for. You'll notice that within Boost over here on the right-hand side, there's a set of groupings that are available. The first thing that we're looking at to determine product ordering is whether or not that product is available. If the product is available, it indicates to us that that's a product that we should show up at the top of results as opposed to showcasing it lower down in the results set. We're also looking at how new a product is. So we're looking at the number of days that it's been since that product was published. In this case, we're highlighting any product that has been published within the last 14 days. We're also looking at gross margin percentage. So any product that has a gross margin percentage of more than 65 is something that we want to highlight as well. Now, you may be wondering, once all of these are met, how do we determine which product should show first? For example, between products 1 and 2, they meet both of the specifications that are set up, but product number 1 has more products that have been sold than product number 2. So that's where this sorting option here for total sold is going to come in as the deal breaker. Now, any of the groupings that you have set up here, the order that they're shown in is going to be important because it's going to indicate how important that is in order to determine which product should be shown first. So for example, if we were to change this days since published to be less than 7, you'll notice that this subset of product changes drastically based on this one rule that we have set up. Now, you're also able to add in additional boosting rules. Say you want to promote a particular season and we want to promote our winter season right now. If I make this the most important rule, you'll see that these products again change because now season is more important than availability, days since published, or gross margin percentage. We're still going to take into account that total sold component, so the one with the most sales will show first. There's a couple of other things that are important to note within the global merchandising campaign. You'll have the ability to select banner content. So if you want to, you can add in custom HTML and CSS. You can add in a specific image with a target URL, and then ultimately you can pick the placement of that banner. Each page can support up to 4 banners, and you'll have 4 different locations where they can show in. Primary and secondary would appear above the initial result set. Left of typically appears where your filtered navigation will be set, and then directly underneath the search results will be that footer content. So you can pick where you want that banner to be placed, and then ultimately whether or not that's an image, video, or custom HTML and CSS. Typically speaking, I see people use those for instances like free shipping or site-wide sale that they want to highlight, and it's really great because they only have to add it once through our global merchandising setup. Another option here is that you have the ability to set campaign start and end dates. Now, something to note is that you're only able to have one global merchandising campaign currently at the time that this was filmed, which is in mid-February. I know this is something that our product team is working on, so stay tuned there. Right now, if you were to set a start and end date, the only thing that would apply to product ordering for both your search and category pages is going to be that total sold component, which is your default sort. So if you set up a start date in the future, just know that none of the other merchandising that you have here will apply, and it will also tie into any banner content that you have as well. So if you only want that banner to appear for a certain week and time, that's going to be dependent on this schedule as well. Once you save the campaign and any changes that you've made, that will be live on the site immediately. So you'll be able to go in and see what that looks like live on your site to play around with it and see if there's anything that you need to tweak based on how that product ordering looks.